So we're here with our BBK 65mm Throttle Body, which fits your 1999 and 2000 V6 Mustang. Now there are really two reasons why you should be picking this throttle body up. Number one is if your current throttle body is shot and you're feeling a really bad throttle response, it can definitely get restrictive over the years. And number two is if you have a bolt-on naturally aspirated build and you've upgraded all those other components and this is the last step in the process. I'm talking about if you've done headers, a cold air intake, intake manifold, your stock throttle body becomes a bottleneck. Now BBK says that this will free up airflow, it'll add 10 extra horsepower to your build. You might not notice it, but you will definitely feel some better throttle response. I'll get into the features of this throttle body later, but first we're gonna pull our stock one out of the vehicle. I'm actually gonna show you the entire install itself. Now that installs 1 out of 3 wrenches on our difficulty meter. Should take you about 30 minutes with just a couple of sockets and wrenches, so let's go ahead and get started. So we got our V6 pulled in the garage. First things first, we're gonna pop the hood and get started. For these first steps, you're gonna need a flathead screwdriver and you're gonna need a 10mm socket. What we're gonna do, we're gonna disconnect our factory air intake tube from our throttle body. We're gonna disconnect all of the throttle control cables as well as the throttle position sensor. And then lastly, we're gonna disconnect our crankcase ventilation hose. Now that we've disconnected everything from our throttle body, it's time to remove the throttle body from the vehicle itself. For that, you're gonna need a 10mm socket. We'll be pulling 2 10mm bolts and 2 10mm nuts. All right, now we have our original throttle body out of our vehicle here. We're gonna have to do some work here on the table before we install our new one. We're gonna have to move our throttle position sensor over to our new one, and they actually provide us with new hardware. Now before we do that, I wanted to point out some differences between these two guys here. First things first, yes, the new one is a little bit bigger. The factory throttle body, you might have been looking around online, you might have been trying to find an answer to this, it's 63 millimeters. This is 65 millimeters. It's a tiny bit bigger, but it's not enough to throw a lean code. It's not enough that you need a tune. So that's nice. You get a little bit of a better inflow without needing a tune. Now, besides that, this thing's made out of machined 356 grade aluminum. It has double sealed bearings. It also has O-ring throttle shafts, and it has die stamped linkages. That's gonna make the entire throttle body function a lot smoother. You're gonna get better inflow, you're gonna get better throttle response. Overall, it's actually gonna make the car feel a lot better. Now, this is the only option currently available on the site. You could go for one from the factory. It might cost just as much as this guy does, if not more. You might find something online elsewhere that's gonna be a little less expensive. However, you're definitely not gonna get some of the upgraded components that this comes with, and all of those other options that you'll find are gonna be 63 millimeters instead of 65 millimeters. This guy comes in at just over $260. I personally think that's very affordable, especially considering you're gonna get a performance benefit out of this. All right, so without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and swap over our throttle position sensor to our new throttle body, and we're gonna go ahead and use the new hardware that BBK provided us. All right, now before we install our throttle body onto our vehicle, we have to remove those 2 studs left over. Now, in order to do that, you're gonna take both of those 10mm nuts you pulled off of them and you're gonna double them up. You're gonna tighten them up with each other. That's gonna give you leverage on the stud itself, and you can just loosen the stud with a little 10mm wrench. So with those two studs removed from the intake manifold, we're free and clear to install our new throttle body. What you're going to want to do is take your new gasket, line it up with the holes on the throttle body, and grab one of the 4 provided bolts. Go ahead and hand tighten it onto the intake manifold, grab your other 3 bolts and line them up and go ahead and tighten them all down. Our other 2 go on the bottom. The new bolts provided with your new throttle body are actually a little bit different. They're not regular socket head bolts, they're actually Allen keys. So unfortunately the kit doesn't come with one, but it is a 5mm Allen key head. You can go ahead and use a socket head or a regular Allen key to tighten all of this down. Ready? All right, so with our throttle body installed and tightened up, the last step is reapplying all of our connections, our throttle body linkage assembly, as well as our intake tube. So with everything tightened up and everything reinstalled, that actually wraps up our review and install of the BBK 65mm throttle body, which fits your 99 and 2000 Mustang V6. I'm Travis, thanks for watching, and for all things Mustang, keep it right here at AmericanMuscle.com.